These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
At the 42.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The carry for Baltimore.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the curve. Check 48's the mark. Check 48.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing it.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And he is out of bounds here. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Check 31, check 31.
On the sneak, Rodgers, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Packers have taken the early lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll set him back 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Ravens 0.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Number 4.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
First down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
A gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Packers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Jalen Ferguson there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, past the 20, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the bootleg. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Packers have cut it back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 4.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Packers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. On the left side, a catch by White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. He completes it right side to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
48
Here's Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
22 is coming, 22 is coming. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to